In this video, I'm going to talk about the problems with choosing a career path, the confusion we may have when looking at a career path now and thinking, is this the right one to be on? And even the struggles and fears we may have when looking at potentially changing our careers. So if you're uncertain around your career path in life, keep on watching. And if you're relating to any of the struggles I'm having, hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be sharing more around my experiences with life in adult mode and how I don't really know what is going on. Right then, let's go. It seems like we go to school, study, go to university, study more, get a degree, wear that stupid hat and a cloak and pretend you're at Hogwarts, get a job, and then start a career. To be fair, we probably didn't know any better. Our parents always used to say, go to school, study hard, get a job, and you'll be successful. To them, success was probably security. Traditionally, you'd have a job for 40 years and then retire. My stepdad has recently retired after staying with the same company since he started work when he was 17. Imagine that. But how do we know what we truly want to do for the rest of our lives? When I was 16 and 17 picking subjects that would take me through into my career, I wasn't thinking about where I'd be in 40 years. I was just passively doing what the usual route was and didn't really think much of it. For me, I fell down the route which I feel like most of us did. We did a couple of exams at school, we chose A-level subjects that would probably give us the best chance at getting to a better university, and then we found ourselves spending £9,000 a year to study a subject that I wasn't really sure was going to be leading me down my dream career path. I mean, it was fun though. 9 grand was definitely worth it at Trent. Big up NTU, roll pink. But throughout these early years, how are we meant to know what our dream career path is? I didn't even know who I was at that age, let alone what I wanted to be doing for the next 40 years. Did you? I mean, how is 14, 15-year-old me meant to be knowing what I want to be doing for the next 40 years? I mean, 27-year-old me barely even knows what he wants from Starbucks, and he goes there every day. I literally changed my mind about 5 times walking down the queue, and then I picked the same thing every time. I mean, me wanting to try other things and still picking the same things at Starbucks every day is probably a good metaphor for my life decisions. I mean, I've just played it safe, stick to what I know and stick to my comfort zones. I'm 6 years into my career now, and I'm asking the same questions of when I was 6 months in. Will I take a sabbatical? Yeah, of course. I mean, once you finish your chartership. I finished my chartership 3 years ago, and have I taken that sabbatical yet? No. Shall I go traveling? Yeah, of course, but once I'm established in my career. Am I? Yes. Could I go back if I took a year out? Yes. Have I visited Fiji yet? No. Should I move city and get a new job? Yeah, of course, I'll do a stint in London. If I don't like it, I can always come back. I mean, I've been saying that for 6 years, and have I moved to the big smoke yet? You've got it by now. No. Should I try a new career? I mean, yeah, you've given this one a go, but what about if you've got to take a pay cut? I mean, you've got all those bills now and mortgage and tax. Could you survive? Could you cope? The answer is yeah. I'd still survive, but I'm comfortable where I'm at. Not sure if I want to move careers, it's just the uncertainty. You see, I've always been a bit of a risk-averse person. Even though I've got my foot in the corporate door and got 6 years under my belt, I've still got that voice in my head saying, yeah, a sabbatical would be nice, but you've got it so good now. You've got it easy. You know what you're doing. Life is simple. Why would you mess that up? I honestly think, up until now, I've just waited and expected the stars to align and my magic dream life and dream career just appear in my hand. But it's only been since I've been reading more and watching more inspirational people and their journeys that I've realised that it's actually my fault and this isn't actually going to happen, and I actually have to take action for myself. But then I have those thoughts and those limiting beliefs in my head that say, that's for those sort of people, they can do that, you can't do that. I mean, if you change career, what if you're terrible at it and you don't even know what you want, so you may as well just stay where you are. For me, is finance what I truly see myself doing for the rest of my working life? I mean, I work in the energy industry and I've really got a passion for renewable energy, so I'm trying to see myself break into that space more. But maybe I want to try a whole new career altogether. Could I even step back, take that pay cut, spend the time retraining and start a new career? My problem is I don't know what I want to do with my life. I've been lucky that money, or lack of it, has never been a serious issue in my life. I'm by far not rich at all, but I'm grateful that I've never been in a position where I've had none or struggled to make ends meet. However, now living life in adult mode in my house, paying a mortgage, paying taxes, paying bills, lots of bills, Lots. The independence and responsibilities of falling down that traditional career path means I can no longer have the freedom or the luxury to say that money isn't a problem or a barrier to my life choices. Also, what if I fail in my new endeavours? What if I'm terrible at it? What if I can't cope and I can't survive? I've always had that fear of failure. I've been a perfectionist ever since I can remember, and I often don't try stuff if I know I'm going to be rubbish at it. But looking back now, what if I actually tried more, failed more, tried more stuff again, and then found something that I was really good at, something that I really enjoyed? Maybe I could have made a career out of that. Because that's what a dream career really is, no? Something that you really, really enjoy and something that you're also really, really good at. Well, they say it takes 10,000 hours of doing something for you to be really good at it. So, choppy chop, time is ticking. We need to find that thing. But if this COVID-induced lockdown that we had taught me one thing, that would be to self-reflect. I mean, we've had all the time in 2020 to sit and assess our lives. But now 18 months has passed and it feels like our lives have been on hold. Time has been passing and it feels like we've all just been stood here. However, off the back of lockdown, I've found that urgency, that impatience and that motivation to not spend any more of my younger years saying stuff like, I'll do that eventually, or I'll get round to that, or I'll start that at some point. The question is, have you? And if you found value in this video, please hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and let me know down in the comment section what your dream career is. And remember, your life isn't going to change unless you make it. And speaking of life changes, check out my first video, and I'll see you in the next.